Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica Rovira. You can find me on Instagram at jessica.rov as in Victor IRA. You can send me a message at jessica.m.rovira@gmail.com if you'd like to book a personal reading, a private session, yoga, meditation, Akashic record reading, energy clearing, astrology charts, or an oil consult to know how oils can help you with any ailments that you have. And yeah, and I can share my story of how oils have completely changed my life. If you are interested in any of the past things that I just mentioned, go ahead and check the descriptions down below and shoot me a message. All right, we're gonna do a read for divine counterparts, so divine masculine and feminine. I like to get into the energies of both. Twin flame, soulmate, whatever it is that you like to call it. You don't have to associate with a twin flame or a soulmate, but if you do, it will more than likely pop up. I am talking about soul bonds, deep soul bonds, someone that you feel deeply connected to and maybe you don't even know why, right? That's what this read is for. So as always, take whatever resonates and leave the rest. What doesn't resonate is not meant for you. What resonates is meant for you. So what does that mean? If what I'm saying feels good and it's like it's kind of just confirming what you've already been thinking, that's what it means, that it resonates with you. If I say it and you're like, no, and it's nothing you've already intuitively picked up and you're like, and it makes you sad, or anything like that, then it's not for you, right? But sometimes we also don't want to hear things that we don't want to hear, right? So sometimes the cards will show us things that we don't want to hear for ourselves. So you also got to use your discernment as to, okay, is this something that is a message for me that like has been repetitively coming up, but I keep ignoring it, and then here's that person saying it. Maybe it doesn't feel good, but there might be some truth to it. And that's a discernment that you have to make, right? We can't, be in denial of things, but at the same time, if at your heart of hearts, it's not the truth, then it's not the truth. It's not your truth. It's someone else's truth. I'm doing general reads here. So we're going to start with the Kali Ma deck. Kali Oracle by Alana Fairchild. That's to pick up on any energies for the moment between you and your person. Thank you, Spirit. This card came out the other day. 25, Kamala Devi. I already forgot what it was that it talked about. I remember it was about being empathic, I believe, but we'll get into that. I'll read. It says Kamala Devi holds the wealth generating, life force protecting qualities of preservation and cultivation. If we are used to always giving out, even if we receive a lot but consistently overshare or leak our energies, she teaches us the loving art of self-valuing. This is not selfishness, but self-care. When we care for ourselves, we show respect for who we are and what we have to offer. That respect is an energetic broadcast that repels lower level energies. It gives us the firmness of mind to set boundaries wisely. while attracting opportunities and pathways for expansion. When genuinely good and true things are strengthened and shared, every being gains spiritual benefit. Her presence in a reading speaks of a divine harvest of success and beauty created and protected, of longevity and peace. Kamala is the tantric emanation of Lakshmi, awakening deeper spiritual understanding of the nature of material prosperity. That gives me a different perspective, right? Kamala is the tantric emanation of Lakshmi. And tantric is just, all being. Awakening deeper spiritual understanding of the nature of material prosperity and spiritual enlightenment. So there's like a need to have both. We could have material prosperity, but without spiritual enlightenment, what is it for? We could have spiritual enlightenment, but without material prosperity, what is it for? Kamala provides many beautiful gifts in such a way that we learn and grow through the blessings. Tantra exists outside conventional religious practices and social mores. We cannot access true and sacred knowledge of oneself or the world when bound by the opinions of mass culture. We cannot find our authentic being within such constraints. Societal conditioning lacks the wisdom, generosity, freedom, respect, spaciousness, and insight to be able to bear the process of individual awakening. That can only happen outside society's constructs. This is why enlightened mystics in every religious tradition have always come into conflict with traditional figureheads and their religion. The Divine Mother protects the path to fulfillment, even when authority or bureaucracy try to stifle it. Wow. The Divine Mother protects the path to fulfillment, even when authority or bureaucracy try to stifle it. Be direct about your intentions and desires. Allow her to show you the graceful path through any difficulty by consulting with your heart and having the patience and willingness to see another way. Locking horns and direct conflict is not always going to lead you toward the outcome you wish. I'm going to stop there. Clearly, this is talking about the needing to balance between spiritual and material worlds. We may be spiritual beings, but we live in a material world. There is a need to accept both. If you're a very spiritual person, like I feel like my divine feminines are, maybe you're not so connected to the material world, and that is what your lesson is. That's what your growth is, and that's what maybe your divine is coming in to teach you, and vice versa. Maybe your divine masculine isn't, and it could be flip-flopped, right? Don't take what resonates. So if you need to flip-flop the energies, please do. Maybe the divine masculine is the more material world knower, right? Very well knowledgeable, very well known in the material world, and that's what the divine masculine is here to teach the divine feminine, right? So we're here to teach each other, or the divine feminine is going to teach the divine masculine the spiritual side, because they're more in the material world. So this is a typical twin flame situation. One is more earthly, one is more spiritual, one is more from the higher dimensions, and it's like uniting heaven and earth. It's like if you brought an angel, the angel, decided to come to earth and be mortal so that they could help the earthly being ascend. If you want to look at it that way, not that it's your job, it's the volunteering of coming to help and guide and bring togetherness through having similar experiences and learning certain lessons together, right? But it's about bridging the gap between heaven and earth. And that's what twin flames are literally here to do. That's what we came to volunteer for. Whether you're masculine or whether you're a male or a female in gender, it doesn't matter. It's on a soul level. we came here to bridge the gap between heaven and earth, and one of you was on one side and one of you is on the other side, and you came here to teach each other. So there's a huge indifference between the two of you, and maybe that has caused the tumultuous journey of a roller coaster. But in the end, it is what we have volunteered to do. To it's like to reprogram the universe, to help the universe release any blocks and contracts that were no longer vibrating with the higher frequencies of earth. Like the twins came here to, like, you know, decode those and rewrite those codes, if that makes sense. Light codes coming down. So we're holding the light for these new light codes that are coming in, and we're shifting the paradigm by living through those light codes, by living our truth here on earth, instead of staying stuck to the program that has existed. Right? We're here to change that program, which means it's like the templates of the male and female, you know, like the collective templates of the male. Oh, the male is a cheater. They, you know, only want sex. That whatever, you know, template is attached to the divine masculine, and those, like the anger and the abandonment that's attached to the divine masculine towards, you know, how the feminine feels towards the masculine. Because on a soul level, when we volunteered to come to earth, we volunteered to come to earth and take on these physical muggle suits, these skin suits, right? These physical bodies. And it was, we volunteered to create this separation, right? Because in a 5D, on the higher level, we were one being. So we decided to divide and go into separate bodies in order to unite, right? And to bring unity. So that's what's happening. It's very, very quite beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna get an energy from the angels and the ancestors oracle deck that are guiding you and your divine masculine. So we're gonna pull one for each. I thought I did. There's there it is. Oh. Wow, look at that. I've never pulled this card. Animal Guardian. Divine Feminine, trust her instincts. The owl, the crow. I see deer antlers. I see she's holding a fawn. There's a jaguar, black jaguar. And she's got like eagle feathers or eagle wings and butterfly wings as well. Very beautiful card. Hi, Chili. All right, that means the door is open. Night. Wow, how fitting. Okay. So it says, trust your instincts, animal guardian. Maybe my divine feminine, you have a lot of spirit animals that you are connected to. And maybe they are your spirit guides and you don't even know it. Give me one second. Ah, Chili. And here he comes. It's all good, Chili. I still love you. All right. So we've got trust your instincts, divine feminines. Maybe you have some animal guides that are guiding you along this journey. Maybe you resonate with all or some or one of these animals that I have mentioned that came out in the card. And my divine feminines, it says trust your instincts. So I feel like maybe my divine feminine, you are, you know, wondering kind of what's next on my path, what's coming next in the journey. And there's a need to just trust your own intuition, because Spirit is guiding you. You have multiple animal guardians, and they are guiding you. So getting in touch with your animal guides, going on soul journeys, doing meditations to kind of communicate with your animals to reactivate that connection with them is something you should really look into, my divine feminine. My divine masculine, we've got knight, be brave and honest. So I feel like this this card is asking you to really step into your power. It says be honest. There may have been an injustice, a dishonesty in the past on your part, and I feel like you're ready to bring this truth to your divine feminine. So there's a need for you to really step into your bravery, step into your power, because when you can step into your power, you'll recognize that you have the confidence within you, because it's backed by love. You see the red rose back here? This is love. And this is like, to me, your divine feminine in rose form, like, got your back. You know, this is your divine feminine, has your back. There's a cup back here which shows emotions. So this is love. This is emotions. Step into that, tap into that, and find your bravery to come forward and be honest and speak your truth. And I feel like that's what's happening, my divine feminine, for your divine masculine, is they're ready to speak some truth here. They're ready to come forward with some truth. So I'm going to read into those cards a little bit more. It says the animal guardian depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is with the spiritual realms. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel. They just express it. And you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Okay, so divine feminine, I feel like maybe in order to tap into your spirit animal, maybe you don't know what spirit animal like is with you. Maybe you do know. If you don't know, just look towards any animal that you're drawn to, like maybe have been always drawn to your entire life. Like, oh my God, I love turtles and I've always loved turtles. Or, oh my God, I love koalas. Whatever animal that is, like I like butterflies. I love owls. Or you just notice that the owl like has been appearing in your dreams or something, right? Whatever animal you choose or whatever animal wants to appear, you know, you can even ask spirit, what animal is guiding me at the moment, and see what comes to you. Like, even if it's just a thought or a visual or a knowing, and then to connect with that animal, like become the animal, you know, have a moment where you can like seclude yourself in privacy and have a moment with your animal and become the animal and start, you know, howling if it's a wolf, hooting if it's an owl, just acting like that animal. And what you're doing is kind of it's the animal dance. This animal now has the opportunity to live through you, and it's also going to share its power with you. So you can call upon the jaguar if you need fierceness and like agility or whatever comes with that. The crow if I want you know, the universal laws of cause and effect and magic, you know, the owl if I want wisdom. You know, you're going to harness those qualities of that animal by allowing the animal to become you and be in human body form, right? It's an exchange. All right, for my divine masculine, Knight. Says, the knight is a knight in shining armor, dedicated to the crown that his sword defends. In this sense, he is a protector of the Holy Grail, and therefore of your spiritual growth and expansion. My divine feminine, you are the Holy Grail. Divine feminine energy is the Holy Grail. Think about that. He represents the warrior in you, which, if you really think about it, we all have divine feminine energy within. So we all have the Holy Grail within. I just wanted to make that point. He represents the warrior in you, whether you are male or female. That energy is within you. His sword and armor show he is courageous and strong. But if you look closely, you will see he has a tear running down his face. Oh, I didn't notice that. I see it now. He certainly does. Okay. I said something about emotions and love over here, right? But they're like behind him. So it's like he doesn't really show them. That came out in yesterday's read. So I'm not surprised to see that. Showing his willingness to be vulnerable and his love for what he protects. All right, my divine feminine, you're the Holy Grail. You are what he wants to protect, or she wants to protect. The divine masculine wants to protect the divine feminine because the divine feminine is the Holy Grail. Do you understand? You are the Holy Grail, my divine feminine. They want to protect you. This is your divine masculine literally probably having a moment in tears to himself or herself, to their self, thinking about how they were dishonest with you, thinking about how they want to come forward and bring you the truth. And it's like I see this person after a good cry having that moment of recognition where, you know what, I love this person and I need to tell them the truth. And so I'm going to find, like, this person is going to feel the fear and do it anyway. But they've had to have that release, that good cry over it. And it's like they're finally like having that, okay, I can do this. I'm going to do this because I love my divine feminine and I want to protect the Holy Grail. Wow. That's really beautiful. And they're ready to be vulnerable, my divine feminine. So if they were not in the past, as we've seen, holding on to their feelings and emotions, they are ready to open up and be vulnerable with you. Okay. This is justice coming for you, my divine feminine, but they've told me to leave it there, so we're going to continue. Let's go ahead and go into, I just want to start with the, to catch any feels, okay? Like, what's re-energized for your divine masculine? They're still going through a dark night of the soul, okay? They're still needing to retreat and re-energize. Okay. All right, so there's a decision that needs to be made by the divine feminine. I see maybe you have choices. Maybe you're stuck in between whether you want to move on or continue putting effort into this connection with your divine masculine. But I do feel like there's an opportunity for a miracle here. There's miracles. This is, you know, believing in the impossible. That's what is at the heart center of this connection. Miracles. So I think with the re-energize, allowing your divine masculine to recalibrate themselves, heal themselves, because that's what it seems like they've done. You know, they may have not been honest in the past, but they are ready to be honest. They're ready to be brave and speak of their emotions and their feelings because they can't hold it in any longer. It is hurting them. It is depleting them. And so my divine feminine, you have a decision to make. And it's whether you want to continue putting energy into your divine masculine or not. It's whether you want to continue to work on the connection or completely surrender it and let it go. I think your divine masculine is spying on you, my divine feminine. I got the Page of Air and the Ace of Air. So Page of Air is the spying card. Ace of Air is the truth. This is breakthroughs, epiphany. Your divine masculine ready to come in with the truth. Now, looky here. Your knight is holding the sword. In the original tarot, this is a sword, the Ace of Air. It's a single sword. And there is your divine masculine holding it, ready to come forward with the truth and be honest. And I feel like it's taken quite some time because this person looks like they've been on a journey. This person looks like they've maybe been lost in the woods. Yeah, taking a deep journey within, and they're, you know, they may have come on a crossroads, and, you know, they had to choose left or right, and they chose a certain they chose to lie and be dishonest, and now they're regretting it, and now they want to come forward with the truth. We're going to get a little bit more into it, but here, obviously, we are seeing that your divine masculine, right now at the moment, is spying on you, watching from afar, but has had the breakthrough, ready to come and share their feelings, their emotions, their truth with you. They've had that epiphany, the aha moment. But I do love the descriptions in these cards, so I want to go ahead and look into them. So I see in this card, we've got the dandelion. Maybe the dandelion flower is significant to you, but then there's also like a baby at the center. So maybe some of you are pregnant. Maybe you just found out you're pregnant. Maybe you're having a child at the moment, or you're about to have a child, or maybe this person wants to have a child with you, wants to start a family with you. The baby almost feels like it also has wings, like it's a fairy, like fairy baby. So maybe you like fairies, or like you associate with the Fae realm. And then there's like a sunflower at the top too. So I feel like the dandelion and the sunflower are quite important to someone watching. On the butterfly, sunflower, butterfly, yeah. Okay. You will receive an invitation to begin something new and exciting in your life. This will come through a person, the internet, or the mail. So that's what this one, you know, that's the message what is happening now requires deep listening. That is the direction to take. Deep listening. All pages in tarot represent invitations or new experiences. This tiny butterfly fairy, see? Tiny butterfly fairy. Oh wait, this tiny butterfly, oh my god, okay, so yeah. Look, this tiny butterfly fairy is like the same little fairy that's the center here. Oh my god. So cute. I love fairies. This tiny butterfly fairy holds space for a path that lies before you. You can barely see her, and sometimes invitations are like that. They can be subtle in the world of fairy. To find them, you must listen deeply to your personal magic. I love that. There's an invitation coming for you, my divine feminine from your divine masculine, and it's a gift of honesty. It's a gift of integrity. They want to come with clarity and with the truth, and I don't know what will come of that, but that alone enough is a gift, is it not? Especially after they've been dishonest with you, and maybe you've been sitting in feelings of not knowing and like why and wondering. Here they come with the truth, and maybe it'll help give closure to you. A baby fairy nestles inside a dandelion that has gone to seed, ready to be blown out into the world, creating possibilities. Fairies traditionally love the liminal spaces, the in-between times for the day, such as dawn and dusk. Here it is, dawn, the birth of a new day. This is like an opportunity for a new day, a new start with your person. And I think that's what the invitation is going to be about. Like, they want to start anew with you. And maybe it's just like starting as friends. Like, let's start over from scratch as friends. Daydream about, it says, the birth of a new idea, something wants to be created. And like I said, for others, it could be the fact that like your person wants to take the next step and have a baby with you. Daydream about something you'd like to make happen. Write down what you think. If you write something down, it is 10 times more likely to happen. So yeah, write your intentions down. We got a new moon on the 15th or next Sunday, which I thought it was this past Sunday. I don't know why. I thought it was the 8th, but it's the 15th. It's the next Sunday. So write your intentions down. Have them ready for the new moon. Toss them in the fire, bury them, put them in water, dump them in water, you know, some kind of form of releasing them. All right, what's going on with the feminine over here? So the divine masculine definitely coming with an invitation of love, communication, mail, maybe even sending you a letter, or an email, or a text, or calling. But they could also, just at the moment in time, right now, they could be watching. But it's also, the communication is also coming. Page of Earth. 2 pages. Page of Earth is that's the offer. That, it's literally, that could, okay. My divine feminine, I feel like you're waiting on this offer from your divine masculine. All right, I'm going to read. I feel like you're waiting for this offer from your divine masculine. You're waiting for like an apology. But I'm going to read these descriptions. It says, in the distant past, wolves would den in the middle of sown fields, and when they emerged to go hunting, they would oftentimes be covered in the leaves of whatever had been planted. The ancient Celts believed they were foliate beings like the green man, and when they saw a wolf come out of the fields, they said it was the wolf of the woods. This one howls into the night, and the aurora borealis spills out of its singing. You have been invited to share your gifts with the world. You have a place in this world and you must claim it. An event or significant meeting may happen where you feel aligned with your true purpose. Pay attention for invitations approaching. They are doors to new opportunities. So here's the invitation from your divine masculine, like your mind. Okay, so air is mental. So your divine masculine literally right now has had the breakthrough. They want to come through with the truth. They want to come forward with the truth. They're finding the bravery to come forward with the truth and be vulnerable with you and tell you the truth. It's going on in their mind. Here's the invitation that they are thinking of communicating with you. They are literally, possibly even writing at this moment what they're going to say to you, thinking at this moment what they're saying to you. This is literally thinking, communication. It may has not, it's literally in their mind, and here it is appearing in the physical form for you, my divine feminine. So like your divine masculine is thinking about it, and here it is appearing for you in the material world. It's manifesting for you in the material world, and you've been waiting for it, I feel like, with the Three of Wands. You've been waiting for this. Let's read. There is an old druidic I'm sorry, not the best at pronouncing things. I'm Latina, I'm slightly dyslexic, there's a lot of things going on in my mind, okay? There is an old druidic legend that states that the dragons left the physical world so humans could experience the age of reason. When they departed, they left traits that formed lines of power all over the earth called ley lines. This is a picture of a dragon slipping into the earth and leaving a ley line in his wake. The end of a relationship or situation in your life. Find the courage in you to bring something to an end that is no longer serving you. So maybe, my divine feminine, this is why you are stuck in contemplation. Because you know that something is not good for you. Now, like I said, this person may be coming back to apologize. And maybe that's all that you're going to accept, is just an apology, so that you can have closure, because you know that this person is no good for you. And I'm going to pull another card on that, because I don't know how you feel about your divine masculine right now. Oh, I feel like you're choosing to go solo with the Hermit card. I mean, it did come out in the reverse. So this could go either way. This could be choosing to not take in any offers that aren't in your best interest. You're not gonna receive anything that is not in your best interest. So maybe you're gonna need to take some time away in solo mode and hermit mode. You might have to withdraw when this person comes forward with the truth in order to make a decision, because there is a sense of needing to let something go that is not serving your best interest. And if it's this person's behavior, if this person's still coming, like maybe they're coming forward and they're apologizing, but have they changed? You know what I mean? Are they willing to change? Are they ready to change? Or are they just coming back with an apology? Like, let's go a little bit deeper. So, the Miracles card we've got going on there, it's about believing in a miracle. This is the Phoenix Rising card, the Ace of Swords. So we already have two aces. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Fire. So the Ace of Swords, which is truth, clarity, breakthrough, epiphanies, literally the aha moment. And then here is the new passion, the new energy, the rebirth, the Phoenix Rising from the ashes. This is why it's a miracle. Is because you thought it was over. You thought it died. You thought it was burnt to ash. Maybe you lit that bitch up on fire yourself, that bridge. You were like, fueled on fire yourself, my divine feminine. But here's the miracle. The miracle is that your person truly has transformed. They are coming in with new energy, raw, new, passionate energy. They're ready to, they've been reborn. They've been rebirthed. Like they, in the past, were not emotional, were not telling you their feelings, lying to you about it, and possibly other things. But here they are, ready to be honest, ready to be vulnerable, ready to tell you how they feel. And it's a fucking miracle. The fact that this rebirth happened is a fucking miracle, because you've been waiting for it, I feel like. But because this person may have cheated you, done you wrong, lied to you in the past, there's a sense of you needing to withdraw when this invitation comes forward, because I don't know if you can trust it. You don't know if you can trust it. But I feel like, well, we're gonna have to continue, but I do feel it's authentic. I feel like they're coming in renewed, transformed. But let's continue. So tell me more about the Ace of Fire and the miracles. What's this miracle that's coming for my divine masculine and feminine? Because this is what's happening at the heart center. So it's not just your divine masculine that's transforming, it's you as well. It's the connection as well. Do you understand? Like the connection is transforming. Moving from fighting, struggles, from heartbreak, moving on. It's like you are transforming from the heartbreak, from the suffering, from the pain. No more. There's no more of that. That's what's dead. That's what's died. That's what's over. We are being, this connection is being rebirthed. A lot of fairies, a lot of promise of the new day, a lot of communication, a lot of mental cards and passion. Mental and passion. All right, tell me a little bit more. Divine Creator, thank you for all the messages. Justice. Here comes Justice, the 11 card. Here comes Spirit, the Divine, bringing balance to the situation, bringing a rebirth after heartache, after pain, after fighting and struggles. It's letting go of the grudge. It's balance. It's tipping the scales. It is receiving if you are giving, giving if you're receiving. This person wore a mask. They wore a mask, but Spirit has removed it. Spirit has removed the illusions. Spirit's working with them. They possibly even had some addictions that they are letting go of. Substance abuse. It could even be like being addicted to sex and promiscuity. They just wore a false mask. This person was pretending to be something they were not. And Spirit has illuminated the truth, has worked with them, and this is what is being reborn. And so this person wants to bring justice back, because I feel like they weren't themselves. They were in shadow energies, the Devil card here. They were wearing masks. They were being puppeteered by outside energies, but Spirit's got a hold of them now, unmasking them, and that's why they're ready to come back with the truth. They've had the epiphany because Spirit's working with them. And with that Justice card, it shows that, you know, this is universal karma. And then here we go, the two cards that came out in yesterday's read. The Two of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Earth. This is Soulmate. harmony, peace, giving love a second chance. This is a new beginning. This is the opportunity for this seed to sprout. It's sprouting. It's coming. I mean, you have 3 aces here. You have the ace of communication, the ace of rebirth and fiery passion, and then the ace of solid foundations, the ace of the actual offer that's coming in, you know, and these both have babies. So I'm definitely feeling like a huge baby vibe here, whether it's spirit babies or you guys are pregnant or you want to have babies or you've had babies. But this is, you know, this is soulmate connection, and there's love here. This is giving love a second chance. This is forgiveness. This is reconciliation, new beginnings, rebirths. Yeah. Here comes that invitation of love. Are you ready to offer? I mean, are you ready to receive the offer? This is beautiful. I mean, okay, they told me they want me to read the Justice card because there's something in there for you. Okay. The shaman at the bottom of this picture holds a wand, which she uses to invoke the path symbolized by the spiral leading to the heart above her. A red wolf sits on top of the spiral and is who the priestess is in the depths of her wild heart. The wolf, the priestess, that's beautiful. The hands of humanity and the roots of the tree represent her spiritual ancestry. The Justice card embodies choice, because justice will choose one side over another. This Justice card invites you to explore the path that honors sorry. Prince Zuko, honor. Maybe you guys like watching Avatar together. I don't know. The Justice card invites you to explore the path that honors you and your authenticity through choice. There's a rightness to life happening right now. Things will work out fairly for you. Great card for victory in legal matters. This is also a card about stepping up to your life in a powerful way. It's time to make decision about something in your life, like the red wolf shaman. Seize the day and choose your direction. It's happening. Your divine masculine has chosen to come and bring you the truth and be vulnerable and tell you how they feel. And this is quite beautiful. I think that my divine feminine, I do think that it's going to come as a surprise to you. And so it might leave you feeling a little bit like, I don't know what I'm going to do. So I need to step away, withdraw, and retreat and reflect upon self so that I can make the right decision. I do want to look at this decision. Sorry, y'all. All right. Decisions for the divine feminine. It's time to make an important decision. Consider your choices carefully, then act. You might be pleasantly surprised by the outcome. Pondering her options, this mermaid knows she can swim in any direction and the choice is ultimately hers. She knows her decision could affect others, so she spends some time thinking carefully about everything before she fully commits to a positive course of action. This card could also, well, I try and skip and then it's like, could also be telling you, well, damn, what was the first thing it was telling me? Okay, let's go back. It's easy to procrastinate when it comes to making important decisions in life. We never really know how destiny will manifest as a result of our choices. If you're finding it difficult to come to an important decision, it would be wise to consult the Oracle using one of the more in-depth spreads. We're definitely in depth, so let's just scratch that. Speaking with a counselor might shed some light on the matter for you too. This card could also be telling you that someone you know is having to make a difficult decision and they may require your wisdom and advice. If this is the case, ask the person to list all the pros and cons of their options, or maybe this is what you should be doing. Then work through the decision-making process together in a methodical way. Try to keep any strong emotions at bay during this time, as it will help them or you to see things more clearly. When this card appears in a reading, let's skip. Any decision you make can have a very happy outcome. So stay positive and look on the bright side. Trust in your destiny, all is well. Beautiful. And then let's look into the night. Or, I'm sorry, not the night. Re-energize. Make time to re-energize. You may feel like you've been running on empty. So get back on track and recharge your batteries. When we give too much of ourselves, we can feel drained. Maybe this is how you or someone close are feeling now. This mermaid says to be mindful of how you're spending your energy. Focus on yourself and do whatever makes you feel good so you can feel re-energized again. The divine masculine is more than likely feeling a little drained at the moment. So salt baths, water, lakes, beaches, even just sitting out in the sun and like bathing, activities, being active, playing chess, whatever makes you feel happy. But it's also a good idea to look at why you're feeling drained. Perhaps you're spending your time and energy where it's not being fully appreciated or respected. To work it out, go back over the day's events and notice how you feel as you remember what you did and who you spent time with. So it's like your food, your environment, your friends, your loved ones, they could all be draining you. Look to see throughout the day where it is that your energy shifts and kind of start weeding out the things that are shifting your energy. Like, definitely don't be eating like sugar and dairy and like processed foods right before bed or at all. You know what I mean? I mean, I still eat dairy and I'll still have sugar every once in a while, but like I choose not to eat them right before going to bed because I know that I'm gonna have like shitty dreams. I'm gonna wake up feeling shitty the next morning. Like, there are certain things that I have to stay away from in order to feel good. And people and locations and situations and lifestyles that I've got to stay away from in order to protect myself and my energy. So think about those situations, the people, the places, the foods, the environments, the thoughts, right? Because we could literally be allowing our own mental process be what is draining us of our own energy. When we spend time with people who drain our energy, this can make us feel lackluster. Take notice of how you feel when you're around certain people. Do you feel energized or drained? So divine masculine, I feel like, is kind of going through and sifting out and weeding out those who are draining them. And they're recognizing that they did you wrong and they want to come and talk about it. So let's just go a little bit. I know I've gone long already, so I'm just going to kind of I want to get any like actions or outcomes. So there's a need to look at the situation from a different perspective, my divine feminine. So are there any red flags? Are you ignoring the red flags? Are you creating red flags? It's like, this is about seeing through your own false beliefs. Maybe you're building castles in the sky. Maybe you're too focused on your goals and your career and your business and making or maybe this is just where your focus is. I feel like because your focus is on career and business and success and maybe a creative project, trying to find a mark, make a mark in your physical world, maybe you're just not able to see the situation from the best perspective right now. Or maybe there's red flags that are popping up that you need to pay attention to. Don't become delusional where you're completely masking yourself to any truths that are trying to appear to you right now, my divine feminine. See through your own false beliefs. You could be, especially like if you're in hermit mode, you could be really over analyzing things and taking it to like out of proportion. And I don't want to say, you know, it's just like making mountains out of molehills, is, you know, like just taking like a little bit of information, a little piece of information, and like turning it into something that it's not, is what I'm just hearing. Okay. So divine masculine needs to let go of fear. They may be hesitating because they're stuck in darkness, but I feel like spirit is with them. Oh, wow. Okay, so I feel like your divine masculine is trying to find the strength to be brave, because they are in deep fear that you will not accept their apology. They're in deep fear that they will be rejected. They're hesitating because right now they are quite insecure, because I feel like you've left them in the dark, and not on purpose. It's just you're focusing on your goals, you're focusing on your creative projects, and you're like, I'm just not putting any energy into this because, you know, they lied to me, so why should I, is kind of what I'm feeling. And so your divine masculine is just a little bit in fear about that, but they just need to surrender the situation to the divine and have faith that all will be well. And I feel like this whole situation is really bringing up some inner child issues for your divine masculine. And maybe they brought this up in you as well. Maybe you guys triggered each other in that sense, where you were working out an inner child wound from this lifetime together, and maybe not even together, but it's just something that came up while you were in, you know, connection with this person. And it's like I can see like y'all's inner child like falling in love with each other, like very happy together, but also quite wounded. But I do see that turning around, where because you guys make each other very happy, I feel like maybe your inner child comes out with this person, where you guys are quite playful and fun, and you do a lot of fun things together, and you are really about enjoying the present moment with your person. You guys probably like to you're just very adventurous, free-spirited, you know, very playful, like children. You bring out the inner child in one another. But I also feel like you both have some inner child wounding, and maybe your divine masculine is really going through it right now, because they're going through that dark night of the soul. So they're really in a place of darkness, needing to release that fear and let go of those insecurities, so that they can stop hesitating, knowing that they're protected by divine, because spirit is, you know, is guiding them. Spirit is protecting them and this connection. And eventually it's like it's going to lead to a deeper connection, a commitment. Maybe this is on your divine masculine's mind right now, you know, the fact that they want to deepen the connection with you, whatever that means. But there's marriage in the cards. Let's see what's going on at the heart center. Chili, are you freaking out because I locked the door and you can't leave the room? He's like going from this door to that door. Sorry, baby, but I had to lay the law down, so you be in and out. Oh my gosh, look at this at the heart center. Offer, wedding, engagement. Rejoice in your union. What else, boo? Look at this. Wedding, marriage, engagement. Enjoy your union. Rejoice in your union. Hi, Papa. I know, I locked you out, or in. So I definitely see possible engagement, commitment, a gesture of some sort. And the gesture could just be this offer of an apology, of the truth of the communication, right? That could be the gesture. But I definitely feel like it is possibly going to lead towards some kind of commitment, some kind of security, some kind of miracle. literally a miracle. And maybe it's like, you know, maybe if this person does come back and like even mentions the word marriage, it's a miracle to you, because as we've seen in the past, this person has been very void of sharing or expressing any emotions. So them to come in with an offer of marriage or engagement or commitment of any sort makes you like feel like, holy shit, this is a fucking miracle. And you guys are being guided and protected by the divine. Look at this, blessings coming in from the universe, offering blessings from the universe. You are protected, my divine masculine and feminine. Your guides are always with you. There is attention and love on you at the moment, and protection. You are being, wow. Look at this, guys. Marriage. Yes, the offer is coming. Yes, you are blessed. Yes, this is a gift from the universe. Yes, this is divine. Yes, this is karmic justice. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. Wow, do I even need to continue? Is there anything else? I mean, all right, so free will wants to come out. I mean, of course, everyone's, and you know what? Awakening, balance. Yes, okay. Your divine masculine or divine feminine. It could be either or. Somebody's awakening here to the connection. I definitely feel like it's the divine masculine because they're the one in their feels. They're the ones needing to be honest. And you know, it's their choice at the end of the day to come forward with this offer, to come forward with this communication with the truth, because they're the ones that lied. They're the ones that were withholding the truth. And, you know, they're feeling very regretful over it. And, you know, that shedding of the tear is the fact that they are feeling remorseful and they want to be vulnerable and apologize. And yes, they can come in with this offer, and yes, they can come in with this truth, but it is your free will whether you want to accept or not, right? The offer. So that's what I have for you today. We're going to close up with the Moonology. Ay, chili. Expect powerful change. The answers you need are coming. Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. So there's like literally 7 planets in retrograde right now. North Node is one of them. And then we have the new moon eclipse, and we have a full moon in Gemini. So step out of your comfort zone. Expect powerful change. The answers you need are coming. And then I'm going to go into the messages from your twin. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. Wow. So there they are, admitting why they ghosted you. Maybe you didn't even know that, and that's what they're trying to come back in and be truthful about. Being apart has been more difficult than I accept, and they want to probably talk about that too. You know, maybe they thought that they could leave the connection and everything would be fine. You know, like the grass is greener on the other side type of situation. And it was like, nope. I still have dreams about you and our happy times together. Wow, interesting. Maybe you guys are dreaming about each other. But they're definitely dreaming about you. Whoever's watching. You were the love of my life. I didn't figure that out before. I know now that it's true. And literally, this is your person just recognizing their feelings for you, and that's what they want to come talk to you about. And maybe they were hiding it in the past because they were hiding it from themselves, and so that's what they want to be honest about. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eyes. This is beautiful. Just to get a little bit more on you and your person. Mystic, my divine feminine light attribute, revels in the intimate union with the divine. Shadow, delusional rapport with the divine. And then our divine masculine, visionary, light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So the divine masculine, visionary, you know, this could be your divine masculines, maybe a psychic, you know, maybe an intuitive, maybe they're something in, this is very interesting because both cards that came out are quite mystical, quite magical cards where it's like in the mystics, you know, like we've got a psychic over here, we've got a mystic over here, two psychics. Look at that. What was that? I don't even know. Mystic for the divine feminine. Light attribute, revels in intimate union with the divine. Shadow attribute, delusional rapport with the divine. So my divine feminine, this is you. This is my divine masculine. Both very intuitive, psychic, sensitive, all-seeing, visionary, crown chakra, third eye chakra, very in tune. You're possibly really good at like just seeing things. Maybe you guys have a deep psychic connection that like even when you're together you don't have to speak. It's like y'all speak with just your telepathy, right? Like dolphins. Like maybe dolphins are significant to you and your person. Anyways, I just wanted to pull that out. All right, I hope this resonated with you. I feel like I've gone long enough and there's plenty of information in here. I hope that it resonated with you. I do see marriage. I do see commitment, security, a gesture, friendship even, but whatever it is going to be miraculous. Like it is literally something that you would say, this is a fucking miracle. Until next time, namaste. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, share your story. Love you.